Okay, so nice to see you've got another set of essays for us. Let's take a look at what you've written here. Extended business hours. Here's what you wrote. Nowadays, it has become a trend that consumer stores around the world remain open till late throughout a whole week. Whereas it is beneficial for society, I believe it gravely affects the employees working at the store. Therefore, I do not agree with this practice. Okay, it's fine, but there is a couple, where was it? Here it is. Open till late throughout a whole week. That's awkward, it's inaccurate. Let's fix it. So, stores around the world open till late all week. That's all. All week, not throughout a whole. Let's see. I believe it gravely affects. That's nice. I like that collocation here, gravely affects. That was nice, and that's fine. Okay. On the one hand, there is ample evidence that suggests that increasing work hours is directly proportional to the revenue generated. Okay, also a nice collocation here. This is because the longer the shop, the longer the shop opening time, the more customers able to buy their consumables at their convenient time, resulting in more profit. This is awkward, their convenient time. For instance, recent empirical research showed that the shops which remained available for more duration, that's awkward, not for more duration, the shops which remained open for longer hours throughout the day have experienced a significant increase in their business. Therefore, long working hours is advantageous for both business owners and the community. All right, on the other hand, a lengthy work schedule causes adverse effects on the employees of the store. Working a long shift without without a day off can be tiresome for a store employee. This affects their health as well as performance. For example, a study by Harvard University shows that employees having such a work schedule have their efficiency reduced by 20%. Furthermore, they are unable to spend much time with their family because of their work conditions, resulting in conflict in their family. This needed a comma here. Therefore, this trend can become dangerous to the store employees if proper regulation or legislation is not provided. To conclude, long working hours satisfy the need of convenience and accessibility of the society at the expense of the deteriorating condition of the store employee. I do not justify this and hope in the future decisive steps will be taken towards improving their work situation. Okay, so you said before in your email that you're aiming for an 8. Let's talk about where you're on the right track here and where you're not on the right track. So, you're on the right track because I liked your task achievement. Okay, you decided to talk about both sides of the issue. You talked about them as if they are your opinion. You didn't say they were the opinion of the other people. So you said that you basically can see both sides of the argument, and that's fine. Where you're not on the right track is that here you say, I do not agree with this practice. So it makes it sound like you are 100% against this. But the development of your paragraphs really shows something else. So you needed to have a different thesis statement here where you show that, I can see the value and why this is a practice, but on the whole, I do not agree with it. Okay? So maybe you should have just left this sentence out because you kind of did that here. So yeah, maybe this was just superfluous and really doesn't help your cause at all. So you should have probably left that out. Okay, let's see, what else? Your development was fine. You had nice cohesive devices. You know what you did that I liked? You had a lot of really nice collocations. I saw that with things like revenue generated, decisive steps. That was really nice. Proper regulation. All of those are very nice collocations. So I really like that. I'd say probably the vocabulary was some of the strongest. You had strong vocabulary. But let me tell you where the problem is and what's going to keep you, with this essay, from getting that 8 you need. There were vocabulary mistakes and there were grammatical mistakes. So At an 8, you need to be, I don't want to say completely flawless, but there really is not a lot of room for error. This has to be a lot tighter in terms of the vocabulary and the grammar. So while you did have some examples of some high-level vocabulary, and it was lovely, you don't really have a lot of leeway in order to make mistakes. So that's where I want you to really focus on, to make sure that you get rid of some of those errors. All right, so let's move on and talk about your letter. This is the terrible restaurant experience. Dear Sir or Madam, I am writing regarding the unpleasant experience I had yesterday from your customer service. I frequently visit your restaurant, but yesterday I was shocked by the treatment I received by your service staff. Okay, I don't like this expression here. It's awkward. I had yesterday from your customer service. That's just strange. How about, I am writing regarding the unpleasant experience I had at your restaurant yesterday. I frequently visit your establishment, but yesterday I was shocked by the treatment I received by your staff. And then that's much better. Okay, you're missing a the here. But also, I feel like it's a little too sudden. All right, you go right into the dish that you were served, and I would have preferred some sort of an introductory statement here. Something like, upon arrival at your restaurant, I ordered the chicken fried rice, as it is one of my favorite dishes. However, the dish that was served to me had a piece of stone in it. And when I complained to the waiter, he denied, that's the wrong word. He refused to, this is also awkward, to accept the chef's fault. It's awkward. He refused to blame the chef, or he refused to give responsibility or place the blame on the chef, something like that. But this is definitely the wrong word, and this also is the wrong expression. After arguing and proving that I was right, he refused to apologize. He also made me pay for my unfinished and spoiled dish. It was the worst experience I've ever faced, and I would like you to take some decisive steps towards the maintenance of food and improving your staff behavior. I would like a full refund of my order. I will be waiting for your prompt reply. Thanks. Okay. This was fine, but this is not okay. Thanks, number 1, is very informal. It does not belong in a formal letter. Secondly, this is not how we sign off in a formal letter, especially when you started your letter, Dear Sir or Madam. The appropriate sign off here is yours faithfully. Okay. So going back to the question in your email about how you can get an 8, this needs some work. Like I said, this would affect your score as well as some of the awkwardness in the expression. So go ahead now and correct these essays, return them back to us corrected, and let's see another set from you. Hopefully you'll take into consideration some of the suggestions I'm making here, and you can apply some of them in your next writing assignment. Okay? Wishing you lots of good luck.